What's going on, YouTube fam? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be running through one of my videos that I actually uploaded yesterday in the middle of the night, so it was a random, really just random upload. I'm going to be going through that video and kind of explaining why I did what I did and how it makes everything a good video. So basically it's going to be the steps to make a good video. So welcome back to the channel, guys. If you guys are new here, however, my name is David Lee. I'm a photographer and cinematographer looking to help you improve your visual content through tutorials, advice, and entertain you guys with my own content. So today we are going to be talking about several steps I can go through to make a good video, and it's going to be in the process of a video breakdown. So I'm going to be taking one of my videos, going through it and kind of explaining to you why I think it makes a good video and why you might want to add these to your videos to make a better video. Specifically right now we're going to be talking about a storytelling video or even just a wedding video. Let's kind of just go through it and break it down for you. So background story to this video. I got a message from my friend who was very interested in having me do her wedding prep because, I don't know, she saw one of my other wedding videos, or like a wedding, like a love story kind of video, it was like a wedding, it was a marriage, but it wasn't like a wedding. She found it really cool, she loved the feel, she loved the way I did it, and she wanted me to do one for hers. So she actually called me into doing her wedding prep, just the prep, no ceremony, no reception, just the prep. So this is what I was limited to. I was limited to 6:30 in the morning until 11. So that's a huge time gap, but I only have the prep. I have the makeup, the hair, the men getting ready. And so it makes it a little bit harder to be able to work with that and kind of, you know, try to put things together and make it look good, because you're so limited to not a whole day of a wedding, not an entire wedding, but just the prep, what happens before the actual wedding itself. So that is what I was limited to, and this is what I came out with. If you guys haven't seen the video, you can either stay here, watch the breakdown, you'll pretty much see the entire video, or you can click somewhere up here in the card and it will take you straight to the video, and then you can come back to this video and watch the breakdown to see why I did certain things and why it makes it such a good video. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So these first few shots are establishing shots. So these shots are the ones that come through and kind of tell you, hey, this is what's going on. This is kind of where it's starting. So you see the wedding dress, like, oh, this is a wedding video, and it kind of looks like a wedding dress ad. So I added some really nice shots of the dress. I added some shots of the dress being pulled in, and then I continue on with detailed shots of the dress. So the dress is being like displayed in the most fashionable way, the most beautiful way, and it's kind of going and showing you guys kind of what's going on and what you can expect. So like, okay, this is a wedding video. That's obviously a wedding dress. It's super pretty. Is this an ad? Is this a, you know, something else? So we start off with a wedding dress, establishing a shot, let people know this is what's going on. So they're like, okay, we know where we are. We're not going to be confused now anymore. And then you get these two dresses and you're just like, okay, what's going on here? It kind of adds an effect, and you really go more into the details, and you kind of just show off what's going on. And then here we have the prep, the makeup, the hair, the more makeup, more hair, and it's just like, okay, so it's wedding prep and the girls are getting ready. You see their stuff, okay, standard, very cinematic, very aesthetically pleasing. And then you go, bam, men's. They're like, oh, that's not women's, there's men getting ready too. So it's kind of like that. So then here we have the groom putting on his jacket, and then switches straight back to the bride, getting her dress zipped up and buttoned up, and then we switch back to the groom again, finishing up and getting ready, and then we switch straight back to the bride, finishing up, getting ready, getting her shoes on, and then back to the man and back to the woman. And so it's like straight back and forth kind of a story. So because I was so limited to working just the prep, I had to think of something creative. I had to think of something that I could do to lead up to those final moments. So first of all, let me show you guys the final moments. So the final moments, here she's in the car, she's stepping out of the car, she gets in the door, and then they have their first look. He breaks into tears. It's like a very peaceful, very touching moment where the bride and the groom first see each other for the first time right before they get married. And it's like a really it hits you with that emotion, and that's how I ended the video, with a bunch of emotion. But leading up to that moment, they'd never seen each other before that day, or before this moment. Of course they saw each other before this day. But what I did was I took the bride and then I took the groom. I juxtaposed them together. The shots, I juxtaposed them together so it would line up to, so it would be bride, 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 groom, 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 bride, bride, groom, groom, bride, groom, bride, groom, groom. Tongue twisters. But pretty much it was telling a story, kind of like switching back and forth, so they're getting ready at the same time, even though the girls started getting ready at 6:30 and the men didn't even get started to get ready until about 8:30 or so. And then I had about 30 minutes to record the men. It literally, it was really, like, I was so crunched on time by the time the men got there. I was able to make it look good because I was able to implement this little quick story that's switching in between the two, leading up the moments and kind of giving some intensity, some nice little like effect that's like, I can't wait until they finally see each other. And then bam, you get to that point, first look, burst into tears, emotion just punches you in the face, and you're like, wow, that was nice. And on top of that, everything was cinematically pleasing. It was slow motion. It was super nice. But the most important part is it had a story implemented into it, and you don't really think of prep as a story. When you think of wedding prep, you look at it like makeup, hair, get dressed, go. That's it. That's boring. If you think about it that way, it's boring. But when you see it as a story, you look at it some other way. So when you're making your videos, you kind of want to implement a story into it. And not only that, there's so much more aspects to it. But first of all, story. The story is important because you implement a story into a video and it automatically gets good. It draws people and it keeps people there after drawing them in. And then another thing is the music. I played something slow, something soft. Weddings, in my opinion, of course, it's all up to you. So because of my style, I chose this song. It works because it's slow, it touches people. It's kind of like a very slow, dramatic song, but it's also very soft, very sweet. And if you guys don't know the song, it's actually a cover of Imagination. You know, if you ever watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, it's in there. That's a song that they call Come With Me and You'll Be in a World of Pure Imagination, whatever, something like that. This is the song I used. And if you think about it, it's kind of very sweet, and then it's a very slow version of the song. So it kind of lets me do these slow cuts, this slow motion, and kind of really dig deeper to lead to that point of emotion. On top of adding a story, music, the audio is super important. If you can do sound design, sound effects, some nice touching things to make the audience feel like they're actually there, all of that works to make it seem magical, make it seem amazing. I mean, not magical if you're doing something else that isn't a wedding video, but if I were to do this and add sound design, I would definitely make it seem magical and very sweet, very soft, very like, oh my heart, it's so beautiful. So that was a breakdown of kind of what I thought I should have incorporated and done with this video and how to make it a good video. Sure, you can go out, record things, but when you're going back and editing it in post and kind of putting it together, the sequential order of how you put the clips definitely matters. So I just wanted to lay that down for you guys, kind of break down this video, because I got a lot of good comments and everybody's like, wow, it's beautiful, blah, 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 blah. And I appreciate it, and that makes me really happy, and I felt like it's a video that I should break down for you guys because it being good in everybody's eyes, I wanted to use it as a teaching tool. Thanks for watching, guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, if it helped you at all, just a little bit maybe. It might have been a little, like, I know this isn't like a tutorial, think of it more as an advice video and kind of take it as what goes through my mind when I'm editing the video, and kind of how I take it from just clips in a camera, straight from the camera to the computer, and turn it into a story in post-production. And yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing day, morning, night, wherever you watch from. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you there. Bye.